That's all it takes.
That's absolutely right.
I'm calling this other people back to call me. I missed the call. This is what I do all day, every day. I ask questions. I promote this government. I work for this government. I don't do nothing else. I don't work for nobody. I work for God.
Absolutely. I appreciate that because all the information is definitely searchable and fact.
Exactly. Islam, Ali, what's happening?
It's Islam, brother. I have a dear brother on the line by the name of Brother L Love. I'm sorry, Love L.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted. He said he know you, but I didn't know that he knew you or not. But I wanted you to kind of break bread with the brother and sort of explain how the temple.
He from Chicago?
Might not be a. Yeah.
This brother knows exactly who I am. And
Islam, that's my brother, Love Ill.
Islam, brother.
Islam. How your mama doing, man? She all right?
She is as well.
Man, tell her I said Islam, peace and love. I miss y'all.
Islam.
I'm here trying to recruit the brother into the nation.
No. Check this out. This the other way around. Come on home. Work from home, brother. He brought you back home.
Well, see, that's the reason why I got prayers on the line, because I'm pretty sure prayers will be able to break this thing down to a mighty
brother. This is the grand secret to you. All right? The prayers already know what the dealio is, and he already know he got to line up and get his nationality card and make sure all y'all got y'all nationality card so we can demonstrate right and rock the right politics the way we're supposed to. All right? So, brother candidate, we ain't here to play no games. Islam?
Islam, I hear you, Mobile, but I'm still saying the same thing to all Moors nationwide. The first thing we got to do, especially sheiks, the first thing sheiks gonna have to do is line up to the Divine Constitution, Act 1 of the Moorish Temple of America, and they not doing it. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why they not doing it. Act 1 of the Divine Constitution and Bylaws of the Moorish Temple of America says this: the assistant grand sheik is assist the sheik in all uplifting acts if he live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So guess what? The truth is this: the temple.
Brother, now ask the question.
Let me finish my statement first. And I'm talking about all Moorish Science Temples of America, whether they 501c3s, whether they under the original affidavit of the prophet, anybody that's saying they Moorish Science Temple of America. I don't get into that 501c3, are they under this, are they under that? It ain't number one temple, Moorish Science Temple of America ain't number one prophet, Noble Jew Ali. Now, this is what I'm saying, and I want you to hear me clearly. Listen, I want you to hear me. Listen, can I finish my statement? Brother, I'm going to give you the flow.
Okay.
There's many types of body of politics. See, this is what Moors not understanding. There's many types of body of politics. Many types. Okay? Now, what I'm saying is this. And two sheiks, listen to me closely, and two sheiks line up to the Divine Constitution and Bylaws of the Moorish Science Temple of America, Act 1. The assistant grand sheik is the assistant sheiks in all uplifting acts if they live according to love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Truth is this: the temple do not confer nationality. Nationality is only conferred by a state. That's the truth. The Moorish Science Temple of America is not a state government. It has the power of a municipality. It's not a state government. It has a corporate body politic that can operate like a municipality, being a city. It don't have state power. Now I'm going to give you the flow. You can say whatever you want to say, but guess what? I ain't going to use nothing but law to prove whatever I got to say. I'm going to use the law. I ain't going to use no rhetoric. I ain't going to go into nothing, no belief system. I'm not operating off nothing but what that law says. And right now, the international law, and this is why our prophet let us know. He said, you not only got to be Moorish American in principle, but standard. The standard is international law, and international law say nationality is only conferred by a state. You got the flow.
All right. So, as I was explaining to the good brother before he met his phone call, most people are not aware of the fact that the North America of America in its essence is a constitutional theocratic monarchy, right? So, it took years for me to get to understand and the fact that there's layers to the administration. It started with the President of the Roman Empire, Indian administrator, master, subject, and all those things. And the fact that we had a per capita tax cost that issue, which is a head count tax. So there's a lot of things that boards have been lacking on as far as they understand, and the fact that the proper setup of the sovereign religious economy by politics. So they're led to believe, or misbelieve, regardless to the fact that they're present. Like, let me give you some examples of some type of organizations that are present that are likely to be more scientific. Like, for example, the Palestinian Liberation Organization, right? And then, another example is the Vatican itself, right? So we're seeing examples of state internationally recognized and recognized on international platforms like the United Nations or the Organization for America, so on. So this is part of the reason why we get demonstration and move on by being told. So even though you did state that there was international law, there was no specific law which you listed in regards to claims you made in regards to most of America. Politics. So we already understand the mere fact that who we are as far as our standard goes, everything that relates to us is more international anyway through the door. You know what I'm saying? So even when you go as far back as to when the project first received the recognition for international rights, which is the Organization of America. So when you do your research, you can't be sure that you know what I'm saying.
Did he go to the organization? Did he go to the Organization of American States as the Moorish Temple of America?
But that's not what the issue.
No, you just made a statement.
That was part of what was set up.
No, you just made a statement. You just made a statement.
That was part of it.
You just made a statement. So now I'm asking you a question. You just made a statement about the Organization of American States. So my question to you is, did he go there as the Moorish Temple of America?
That wasn't the issue as far as.
Can you answer the question? Can you answer my question though? Did he go there as the Moorish Temple of America when he went to the Organization of American States? Did he go there as the Moorish Temple of America?
What does that have to do with the conversation we had?
Okay, listen. I love you. Hey, Mobile, I love you. Keep doing what y'all doing.
I know where you're going with it.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere with it. I'm through with it. Keep on doing what y'all doing, more.
He did not. No.
How hard was it for you to answer that question? This is what I'm talking about. Sheiks are in violation of Act 1 of the Divine Constitution. Why is it hard for you to just say the truth that no, he did not go there as the Moorish Temple of America? Why was it so hard for you to just answer that simple question? See, this is the problem that we have with Moors nationwide. Instead of Sheiks being truthful and being honest and looking at the facts, that guess what? Noble Jew Ali didn't come here pushing no temple. He came here, he gave a plea to the nation. He gave a warning to the nation. He came to uplift the nation. The nation. The flag, the prophet teaches us our flag is over 10,000 years old. Moorish Temple was established in the 1900s. He didn't come here to reestablish us as temples. He came here to reestablish us as a nation of people on the earth with rulership given to us by our Creator. And when we line back up to those three national principles of our forefathers, you come into power. Hey,
he came to reestablish empire, bro. This is deeper than that. It's deeper than your understanding.
But,
he came to reestablish the empire.
But
you really understand what you
can't conquer an empire without a government. You ain't gonna show me no empire created from a church or a temple.
If you're gonna be stiff-headed, if you're gonna be stiff-necked and hard-headed, I mean, you're not
Stiff-necked
gonna
and hard-headed.
they're going to be told. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. You're gonna be stiff-necked and hard-headed, and you're not gonna honor one that's gone before the law, those know that know the law, and they're gonna favorable reply, and that's on your head. You see what I'm saying? That's the problem. We too far inside egos. We don't want to hear but about the fact that a large actually got investigated. Not me, not you, not anybody else. But we all got a part to play in it. See what I'm saying? But see, the problem is some of us that I hear that they said is determined so that we don't think we can.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm not too big. I'm not too big for my fans to
right there. Because you already know we've been on the front line, brother, from day one.
I ain't said that you, and I haven't said that, and I haven't one time said that you haven't been on the front line. I have not one time said, listen, I have not one time said that you ain't been on the front line. What I'm saying is this.
Why do you think that Allah will put something down, put us in his office to be one to just follow along? We know what we got to do, bro. So I'm saying we already laid down the law to you a long time ago when you showed us that paperwork in Indiana, and we told you what it was.
What is?
We told you
that. Tell me what it is.
With his authority, through his body politics, that has the authority to teach you to do everything you wanted, anything you wanted to do, you could do it with your body politics. You already opened the door to you and many more. You want to be stiff-necked, you want to be hard-headed, and you want to ignore the fact of what's been done, and that's the issue, and that's the problem.
I'm not ignoring the fact that nothing that's the problem
right there.
I'm not ignoring nothing. Listen, bro.
You want to keep your head in that bed, and you don't want to acknowledge the work that's been done on behalf of
Go on and chastise me. Go ahead. You can chastise me. Go ahead.
That's what it is, Mo. And that's what's real, Mo.
All right, whatever you say.
That's what's real. That's what you need, Mo.
Whatever you saying.
I'm for the
truth. But I already proved. You ain't telling no truth. You ain't telling no truth. You're not telling no truth, boy. Listen, bro. Listen, bro.
Your people out there to rep for the body politics. I need you to see your dudes in like you're supposed to.
Listen, brother. I understand the proper literature better than most. You can't tell me no. You can't tell me no anything. You can't tell me no anything. Everything you saying sounds good. But anybody listening to this conversation, anybody that's listening to this conversation, know that I just showed that you're not in line with the law. You're not following the law. You're not following the law.
You're not following the law because you don't know what it is.
Okay, we're going to see. Hey, boy, all that you talking sounds good, but I just asked you some simple questions. And you didn't even want to answer. Anybody listening to this conversation can see that you ain't on law. Anybody listening to this conversation can see you ain't on law. Anybody listening has nationality confirmed. Tell me how nationality confirmed. Has nationality confirmed, more? Has nationality confirmed? Tell me that.
Has nationality confirmed?
Yeah.
Through nation states, as you said, Mo, which is what the Moorish Temple of America is.
The Moorish Temple of America is not a state.
So what happens?
It's not a state.
That's not the case. So
the Moorish Temple of America, according to the divine constitution and bylaws, see, I'm gonna kill you with the prophet stuff. See, you think I don't follow the prophet, but I do to the letter. I'm gonna kill you with the divine constitution and bylaws. I ain't even gotta come outside of that to kill what you saying. Act 5 of the divine constitution and bylaws. The organization of the Moorish Temple of America is not to cause confusion or to overthrow the laws of the government. You're telling me it's a government. I hear you saying it's a government. Yes, it does have a municipal government. But Noble Drew Ali.
Which government is it referring to? Which government is it referring to?
It's talking about the Free National Republic. That's what he's talking about. What he's talking about, which is what Noble Drew Ali. Man, brother.
Your kung fu is not good enough, brother.
Hey,
brother, your kung fu is not good enough.
Islam, Mobile. Because you ain't gonna let me talk. See how I be quiet when you talking. You can't even be quiet. You can't even be quiet when I'm talking because you can't be seeing.
You don't know what you're talking about, Mo.
I can't tell. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
What shit government is referring to then? When it says,
I'm answering it. If you be quiet and listen, you will hear what I'm saying. If you be quiet and listen, you will hear what I'm saying because I'm telling you which one.
All right.
You gotta listen. You don't want to listen. We ain't got to do nothing but go to the prophet's literature. The prophet is telling us this free national republic of the United States of America. He's saying it right in the literature. You ain't finna show me nowhere where Noble Drew Ali is talking about a theocratic monarchy. You ain't finna show me the prophet saying that shit nowhere.
You got to research.
You ain't finna show me the prophet saying that nowhere.
When it says government, it's making a reference to the document that it was mentioning. I'm not talking about another document. I'm talking about the divine constitution and bylaws itself.
It says that we are here. And that says that we listen, bro. I'm trying to have a conversation. If you just don't talk and don't want to have a dialogue, then why are we on the phone?
I'm listening to what you have to say. I'll ask the question.
Okay. So now, I just went to the Moorish literature. Now you tell me where to go to find that where Noble Drew Ali is saying that we are a theocratic monarchy. Show me where I could go read where the prophet said that at.
It's a constitutional theocratic monarchy. That's exactly what it is.
That's not what I just asked you, brother. I asked you to show me where the prophet said. See, what I just did for you, listen. What I just told you is the prophet said this. I say go right in the Moorish literature. The prophet is saying clear as day. This free national republic of the United States of America. That's what he say in the Moorish literature. He's saying it in the Moorish literature. Okay, can you show?
You said it is not. But what, do you even know what it is?
Brother, republics is against monarchies, brother. Republics go against a monarchy, brother. Come on, wake up. Wake up. A republic goes against monarchy.
Right. So what do you think the Sultanate is, or an empire?
Do you understand that we broke off from the Sultan? When you read this treaty, it's telling you that. Moors that are under the Emperor of Morocco and those that are not under the dominions of the Emperor of Morocco. We the ones that are not under the dominions of the Emperor of Morocco. They chose to take on the 5 pillars of Islam. We stayed under the original pillars of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. It's our original principles. It was a divide and a separation. We broke off from the monarchy, brother.
So you saying that there was a divide from the present Moroccan Empire?
Yes, it was. How you think that it failed? How come you think it failed? Come on, man. This simple math. When this man is telling what we did was said this. We're gonna live under our God over here. We're not living up under no man talking about he the Sultan, he the Emperor, no, we're not up under that. Do we have at one time did we have that? Yes, we did have that. When you read your Bible is telling you men ask God for a fucking king. He said, okay, remember you asked for that. I'm gonna give you what you asked for. Guess what? The people in America are the people that's coming back to live under God and don't want to live up under monarchies, under kings and queens and sultans and emperors. We live under God. God is our king. We only got one emperor. That's our God.
What's the name of our ruler?
Ain't no man finna rule over us. No. The law is what rules. The law is written so we can read it, and the law is what rules everything. That's why I'm sitting here having this conversation with you, and I'm saying, I said, look, brother, when it comes to nationality, this is on our website. I got all the laws dealing with nationality on the website. More think a corporate body of politics is a state. A state is a corporate body of politics, but guess what? So is a Cook County, government, so is the the city of Chicago government understand they are not states. One has inherent rights and one does not have inherent rights. The counties and the city governments do not have inherent rights. Their rights are legislated through a legislative body. They have no constitution, and therefore they have no power ordained to them by God.
Let me make sure.
This is why we supersede them, and they have no true power over us.
All right.
But guess what? They don't have no power. The states or the counties have no power over us. When one, we understand jurisdiction the correct way to understand that. Guess what? As long as you living and residing in their state under their government, they got jurisdiction over you. As long as you carrying their driver's license, you interacting with them, accepting their benefits and everything else, they got power over you. As long as you are registering to vote in their election, they got power over you. They have no power over this government, and I got 16 Secretary of State through the country that sound right. 16 of them saying you right. I got judges telling me you right. I got judges reading our Constitution. We're not coming up in the court talking no religion, but they able to see the religion embedded in the government itself. When we put our paperwork in there, the judges is reading it saying, oh, whoa. They know, guess what they know? We got to honor this Constitution. Because if we don't, it's going to pull the wrath of God on our nation. We got to honor them with what they doing because they done truly set up the kingdom of God, which is descending upon the earth right now, which a lot of people can't see. It's his government. Kingdom in the Bible means government. And that's what Noah Ali is saying in the literature. He say, man, the Negro problem is being handled the best way it can. And that's through the Moorish national divine movement. He changed it around. He put divine after national. Why? Because only the state can confer nationality. So only the state can cure the Negro problem, not the temple. The prophet is saying this. He say, from out of Sunday school come the guidance of the nation. He's telling us we got to come up out that temple to guide this nation. You're trying to guide the nation from within inside the temple. That ain't what my prophet taught. He said, I got to come up out of there and take my place in the affairs men. He didn't say, I got to ask him. He didn't say, go ask him, can you take your place? He said, take it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. We're in over 16 states, including Washington, D.C. This government is established for our people to live without having their rights molested by other nations and foreigners. Our God tells us in his Bible, he said, when you inhabit the land that I give to you, you would do like all the surrounding nations around you. All the surrounding nations around me got a government. They got police. They got courts. They got criminal codes. They got rules of civil procedure. They got rules of evidence. Guess what? This government got all of that and some. All of that and some. So this is what I'm saying, boy. Hey, I love you to death, man. And I really wish we could really just sit down. I came to you many a time trying to just sit down and have a dialogue. But see, the dialogue that most Moors, when we get to talking, they wanna ignore certain questions that I'm asking them because they know the truth. And that tells me somebody know the truth. When I can say, you brought it up. You said you spoke on the organization. The prophet went to the Pan American Conference with the organization American States and da. Okay, did he go as the Moorish Science Temple? You ain't even want to answer that. And by you not wanting to answer, that's coming straight out and saying, no, that right there let me know you don't want to be truthful. You don't want to be truthful. I'm pushing the divine, I'm pushing the Moorish national divine movement. It's the only cure for the Negro problem. He has to have his own free national government. Just like the prophet said. And those that refuse, those that do not recognize their free national government and constitution will be classified as undesirable. This government that we have, and it ain't no coincidence that I'm from Chicago. It ain't no incident that I'm an Aquarius. For those that say that they scientists and they understand, you're a scientist and you understand. Study my science. My science telling you what I'm here to do. It's telling you what I'm here for. I'm here to reestablish this nation. I'm a humanitarian by nature. so simple, man, that it don't make that I don't understand. You know what God said in this book? He say, look, check this out.
He had charged
Let every soul be subject to the higher power, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained to God. Therefore, those that resisted the power, therefore resisted the ordinance of God. And those that resist will receive upon themselves damnation. Now let's go to the charter of the Moorish Temple of America that the prophet put in the county. And the first thing we're gonna notice on that affidavit, he scratched the word trustees out. He put lines through the word trustee and then wrote sheiks right there. See, the sheiks want to say, well, he did that because he's saying basically the sheiks is the trustees. No, he did that saying that you're not the trustee. That's why he scratched it out. The trustees are the people that run the government. Is the true trustees of the people. Faith without works is dead. Look at the churches. You got 300 churches in the 10-block radius pushing religion. You don't have one supermarket, one police of your own. The pastor got a $300 million jet, and we ain't even got no school of our own. We ain't got no supermarket, no nothing. The church steady taking from the people. Guess what? The prophet say, be careful your own brothers to put you back in slavery. The only thing that done had us in slavery all the way to now is these damn churches. And got the people sitting up in the church waiting on Jesus. Now here you come trying to make the people sit up in the temple talking about the prophet did everything. If the prophet did everything, why he tell me to take it and save myself then? If he already saved us, I wouldn't have to take it and save my fucking self. I understand what he meant by everything he wrote. I get it. I told you your nationality, your religion, and the keys to your vast estate. Take it and save yourself. The way I take it and save myself is saving my fucking people. To wake them up and make them realize and understand that guess what? We're a nation. We're not no temples. We're a nation first. And in us being a nation, we got temples. The temples is our university for you to go to and learn and study and understand what it means to be a true citizen.
The ground has to be prepared.
That's government, brother. That's what the prophet wrote. He wrote our government. And in his own words, clear as day, he letting us know it ain't about the religion. Listen to what he said. He said, I took what I bought you. And I enshrouded it in religion to protect what I bought you, to keep the Europeans from molesting what I bought you. So is the religion the true thing he bought us? Because according to his words, he just took that religion to wrap around and protect what he really bought us. And what he really bought us was a government. State government.
See, brother,
we a nation.
2 ears and one mouth.
Now, when we go back to being a nation,
that's because what you
and in the words of like I say, before you can have a religion, you got to first have a nationality. And we go back to how we started in the beginning, like the Bible was telling us. Everybody needs to go back to how they came in the beginning. When I first came out my mama's womb, I didn't know nothing about no Moorish Temple of America. I didn't know nothing about no Islam. I didn't know nothing about no Christianity or anything else. But what I do know is when I came out my mother's womb, there was two people there waiting on me. And those two people were part of a nation. And when I came into that world, I came being a part of that nation. When we go back to being part of the nation that we're a part of, we win. Hands down. Ain't no more arguments. Ain't no more discussions. We're a nation. Not that we're a nation. Guess what? You can follow any religion that you want to if that's your wish. You want to practice that, practice it. But my religion, being a Moorish American, is governing. That's my religion. I govern shit. I'm a governor. I got a Bay in my name. Bay means governor. I'm governing. Other Moors ain't governing shit, but they not. I'm governing with the Europeans and against the Europeans. I'm in the affairs of men.
Walked away from what he left you to govern. How are you going to be a fool and think that you're governing something with the man left?
Islam, I give a fuck.
You fighting, you were resisting
what he
left you to govern.
Yeah, I'm here. Point of message.
You got it.
Can you
America is a lawfully chartered and incorporated organization. any subordinate company that desires to receive a charge, the prophet has to issue every state.
Organization. Organization.
I don't think he can hear you.
Organization. I can hear you.
Can you hear the Grand City?
I can hear him. I can hear him now. I can hear him now. I didn't know y'all couldn't. Y'all couldn't hear. Y'all didn't hear nothing I said.
Yeah, we heard that.
Okay. I heard all that.
All right. Well,
you heard me though, and I was just saying that the Moorish Temple of America is a lawfully chartered and incorporated organization, and any foreign temple that desires to receive a charter, the prophet has to issue every state together. You have to understand that only the sovereign authority can issue a charter. Then you also have to understand
I'm not saying that it's not sovereign.
You don't see 34 out of 31 though? Who is the name of our rulers? Come on, brother.
I'm not saying that the Moorish Temple of America don't have a government. Listen to me, what I'm saying, bro. I'm steady saying the Moorish Temple of America has a government. But the government that it has operates like a municipality. It is not a state government. That's why the prophet was saying back then, he was saying, listen. That's why the prophet was saying back then,
do y'all
can I finish my damn statement, man? Let me finish saying what I'm saying.
One minute. Quick one to mention, Grand Chief and Fred. Quick one to mention. This is some excellent information that we both are hearing here, but I want to be able to hear both of you both like. And so if we could just say point of interest and then take the floor and not let one interrupt the other, then we can get some head and get the floor. Grand Chief, you had a question about the authority being placed from Indiana. You saying that Indiana has jurisdiction over Utah because of the authority being received from Indiana, Secretary of State?
That's correct.
Okay, now, President, you can address that issue, please.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact. If you read the charter of the United States of America Republic, it's telling you right
with the state of Indiana.
If you read the charter, was
it filed with the
Wait a minute, brother. Let's say point of interest. That way we won't interrupt each other.
I just want to know to answer that question. Was it filed with the state of Indiana? Yes or no?
Yes, it is.
All right, then. That's it. That's all I need. That's what I'm saying when I address that. It's how jurisdiction of the state of Indiana.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That's a fact.
See, this is problem. He don't know how to be quiet and listen, man. I'm sitting here explaining this shit to him. He won't even listen and let me explain it to him so he can understand. See, this is the problem we have. Why you talking about egos and big hats and all this? What he talking? I'm finna break it down. You just said that I was answering it and you cut me off. I heard what you said the first time. Now, do you want the answer? Okay. We incorporated in the state of Indiana. If you go inside our charter, on the state of Indiana's website, and you get to reading our charter, inside of the charter, it says that we have corporate charter immunity. Corporate charter immunity is written in the charter. That means that their state has no power over our charter whatsoever. None. Now, I got a letter from the state of Virginia. And in the letter from the state of Virginia says this. They say, we see that the United States of America Republic has declared its independence and sovereignty. And according to the Constitution, Amendment 18, the United States of America does not fall under the laws of any state. Can you further get them? They wanted me to expand on the explanation of that further. I wrote them a letter. I got the letter, and this is what I said. And please don't interrupt me. I'm going to read the actual letter to you so you can get an understanding. It says, this letter is in response to your letter dated March 8th, 2017, attached to address the rejection of application for certificate of authority to transact business in Virginia as a foreign corporation, and to provide a written explanation per your request in this submission. The United States of America Republic is a de jure government of an autonomous nation of people. The Moorish American people are a nation of people created by God, and their national standard state flag represents a natural people. The several states and the Union states, including Commonwealth, as well as the United States, are corporations, and their flags are corporate banners. Their citizens are corporate citizens. None of their banners or citizens are of nations created by God, and their citizens are comprised of national citizens from other nation states who are created by God. The United States of America Republic is an autonomous government for the Moorish American people, who are the national citizens of North America / Morocco. The United States of America Republic is a governmental corporation created by the Moorish Americans, who are a natural people, to operate in commerce on their behalf with other governmental corporations. Nationality theory, the jurisdictional principle that citizens are subject to the laws of their country, no matter where the citizens are. The country of the Moorish American people is North America / Morocco. The Moorish American people have a peace treaty enforced with the United States federal government, which is the longest unbroken treaty of the United States. The United States Constitution at Article 1, Section 10 does not allow any state to enter into treaty agreements or alliances. This indicates the power of the United States of America Republic national government. The United States of America Republic government is the only government in America with power to enforce international law on the American continent. No powers have been delegated to the United States by our national constitution. Any powers delegated to the United States by our government are in the Peace and Friendship Treaty. Amendment 10, powers reserved to the states or people. The powers not delegated to the United States of America Republic by the Constitution, or where it prohibits the United States or the several states, are reserved to the United States of America Republic respectively, or to the people. The Commonwealth of Virginia is obligated by Article 6 of the United States Constitution, wherein it states, all debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under the Constitution as under the Confederation. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under their authority, under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. The senators and representatives before mentioned, and the members of the several state legislature, and all executive and judicial officers both of the United States and of the several states, shall be bound by oath or affirmation to support this Constitution, but no religious test shall ever be required as a qualification to any office or public trust under the United States. We, the United States of America Republic, have corporate charter immunity. Let me say it again. We, the United States of America Republic, have corporate charter immunity. Though we are not under the laws of the state of Indiana, we are still lawfully chartered and incorporated and recognize the laws that apply to corporations. The power to incorporate is not a granted privilege created by state government, but the power to incorporate was legislated by the United States Congress. Congress created the power to incorporate, and it was an appropriate need for the United States of America Republic for carrying into execution the powers expressly given to the United States of America Republic government, and the creation of such corporation shall be held to be justified by the authority but given to make all the laws necessary and proper for carrying into execution the enumerated powers and all other powers vested by the Constitution and laws of the United States of America Republic. Therefore, the United States of America Republic is entitled to sovereignty over all the territories within its jurisdiction subject to common law. We have provided the attached paperwork as a resubmission of our application along with the request enclosed documents to effectuate an approved response. The board of directors were not at first mentioned on the previous application due to external location to Virginia and are provided in the attachment to the application. We look forward to receiving your positive response and thank you for your assistance. And me sending them this letter, they sent us our certificate of authority from the state of Virginia. That's the state of Virginia recognizing the sovereignty and independence of the United States of America Republic national government as being a national government that is not under the jurisdiction of the state of Indiana or no other state. Islam, I yield the floor. This thing is not hard.
Is it possible for you to send me a copy of that?
Yes, I can. And this is what I'm going to tell you because you're a lawman, and I know you're a fucking lawman. And the only thing I used to be trying to tell you, Brother Ill, is this. Brother, I know what you, just like with the trust, I know the trust real. Listen, I'm trying to get you to see the only thing where me and you off at is you standing on that side in front, and I'm standing in front of you. On the floor, you saying this a 9. I'm on the other side, I'm saying this a 6. I'm telling you, I could walk around there and look at it from your side, which I have done that already. I know I can teach people how to run the Moorish Science Temple better than what they running it right now because I really get it and understand how to operate it. So I'm saying, brother, just walk around here and look at this number from my side. And from this perspective, and it's going to start opening up more windows in your mind and more doors going to open for you. But you got to humble yourself to come around and even listen and look at what I'm saying. You don't never take time to listen to what I'm saying. So therefore, we always, it seems like we at odds, but we're not really at odds because we're just working from two different angles. The angle I'm working from is the Moorish National Divine Movement. The angle you're working from is the Moorish National Divine Movement. So we have to begin to see these two things go together, hand in hand. And in them operating and cooperating with each other hand in hand is what makes an impenetrable wall that cannot be penetrated by no nation. The second we understand that our Creator created everything with a yin and a yang. You got a front, you got a back. You got a up, you got a down. You got a night, you got a day. Guess what? What balances the scale of the temple is the state government. That's the balancing factor that Moors have not been exercising the correct way. So now, the Dred Scott case. This is what Judge Taney said in the Dred Scott case. He said the black man has no right that a white man is bound to respect. Listen to what he's saying. He said the black man has no right that a white man is bound to respect. The key word in there is bound. So when we go to Article 6 of the United States Constitution, it's saying it clear as day. And the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or any laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. When different Moorish Americans across this country call this government, we're able to put that Constitution on that record the correct way. We able to come in there the correct way and claim that person as being a Moorish American under this government, and letting the judge know that he has a constitution, and that judge is then bound to do what? He's bound to uphold the Constitution and the laws of this government. This thing is too simple. It's too simple. He's not bound to guess what? Uphold religious beliefs. He's not bound to uphold that. You have freedom of religion, yes. But if you study law, you know, guess what? Your religion, your nationality, or your origin, or your national origin, we all are still what? We all are still under the law. Every man is under the law. Nobody, because you got a nationality, that don't put you above the law. But it's certain laws that apply to you if you have a nationality. But guess what? Those laws only going to apply to you if you're lining up to the full law. Meaning you recognize, and this is what I tell Moors all the time. Act 6 of the Divine Constitution is clear. No, but you at least say the Moorish Temple of America is teaching you your nationality. He don't say it's conferring it. He don't say it's giving it to you. He then later in Act 6 tell you how you are to reacquire your nationality. He says this. He said this is a new era of time now, and all men now must be recognized by their free national government. Listen to what he's saying. All men must now be recognized by the Constitution of their free national government. Your government got to recognize you. If your government is not recognizing you, if you are not recognizing your government, you will be classified as an undesirable. And why? Because you're not honoring and recognizing the free national constitution that has been created by Moorish American people to secure their God-given rights. I tell Moors all the time, Moors, look at the divine constitution. Show me your rights in there. You cannot show me your rights in there. Your rights is in your state constitution. Your God-given secured rights is in your state constitution. That's where your secured rights are. Your First Amendment right is coming from your national constitution, not theirs. It's coming from yours. So, again, the prophet is saying it. If the Irish, the Turks, the Greeks, all these people got to proclaim to the United States government their nationality and their religion, it's only right that all other American citizens alike must do the same thing. Guess what? Yeah, we've been proclaiming our religion is Islamism. Where's your government at, though? We keep trying to say, well, the temple is the government. Yeah, the temple has a government. But guess what? It's religious. And by being religious, guess what? We got what's called separation of church and state, which is in the law. First Amendment. We cannot pass no law exercising to protect your religion. We cannot pass a law enforcing your religion. We can't pass a law doing nothing with your religion. So guess what? If you come up in this courtroom talking religion, we're not even finna talk to you about that because that's personal. That's private. That's private. How many times you pray a day? That's private. That's y'all business. What y'all call y'all God? That's private. That's y'all business. What y'all don't eat pork? That's private. That's y'all business. But when you come in this courtroom, you now on the public side. And on this public side, you need a national government if you want my fucking respect. These Europeans is showing us every day in this government that they respect this government and they honoring the laws of God. They understand that guess what? God ordained that government to them. So more Moors in Indiana went and tried to do the same thing I did. They basically copied our charter. Went to the Secretary of State of Indiana. The Secretary of State of Indiana told them they not filing that there. They will not record it. That they already have a government that's been established for them, which is the United States of America Republic, and they're not recognizing no other government for them and sent they tail up out of there. Then in 2019, they passed a law saying nobody could record anything with the Secretary of State talking about independence and sovereignty from the United States government. Now, why did they do that? Because it's already been done. And they know, because they follow the law of God, they understand and know whoever came and established their government for their people first, they got it right. Those are the people that, guess what? Allah manifests to do just that. And we're not going to recognize nothing else. And we seeing it clear every day. Every day we seeing it because we're actually interacting with them. We're interacting with them. Like the prophet said back then. I told them they got their own government. They ran to ask the Europeans. It's more calling the Secretary of State, asking them, is we a real government? You're doing the same thing the prophet said you did back then. I've been sitting here preaching this and telling you this for the last 5 years. You have your government now. Take your place now in the affairs of men. Come from out of Sunday school and become a guide of the nation. Why aren't you a member of the Moorish Temple of America and a citizen of the United States of America Republic national government created by Moorish American people for the health, safety, and welfare of them as a people? Why aren't you both? I'm both. I'm a member of the Moorish Temple of America, and I'm the president of the United States of America Republic national government created for the Moorish American people, by the Moorish American people, of the Moorish American people, for the Moorish American people. Islam, I yield the floor. You give me an email, I'll send you the letter. I'll send you the copy of the certificate of authority. I'll send you all the copies of all the certificate of authorities we got throughout the country. The Secretary of State of Maryland says this. He say the United States of America Republic has the power to do everything stated in its charter or articles of incorporation. Interstate, meaning coming in and out of the state, and intrastate, within the state of Maryland. Guess what? In our charter, I made marijuana is legal. Marijuana not even legal in the state of Maryland, but it's legal for Moorish Americans. If they want to open up a marijuana dispensary, they can. I haven't started issuing license for them to do that yet because I'm not stupid. My God is telling me what to do. We need our marshals up now. Your marshals is going to protect your commerce. We getting ready to launch our Secretary of State website. Moors will be able to go to that website, copyright, trademark, incorporate LLCs, non-for-profit organizations, incorporations, and anything else they want to do under their own government. That's power. We got to understand and listen to the prophet man real clear. I stay in the prophet's footsteps. I don't stray from the prophet. The prophet say, I desire for my people not to be inferior. When we go to Black Law Dictionary and look up the word inferior, it say, he who writes the law is superior. He who subject to it is the inferior. My prophet was telling me, dig this here, we need to have our own legislative branch. If we don't have a legislative branch writing the laws for us, then we're subject to their laws. Period. Ain't no sense of walking around talking about they don't have no jurisdiction. You a goddamn lie. What state do you live in? If you still walking around with their identification, if you still living and residing in their state, they do got jurisdiction over you. You fooling yourself. Everybody in this government is carrying our driver's license that we issue. And to show you how well Allah lined me up with the law, our people walking around with our driver's licenses and they not having no problem. Why? Because the law in every state read the same. As long as you got a driver's license issued to you by your home state or country, you are exempt from the driving laws of that state. Why is Moors running around talking about travel cards? No. We doing the same thing like our God said. You ought to do like all the surrounding nations around you. All the surrounding nations around me issue a driver's license. We issue a driver's license. All the surrounding nations around me got a Bureau of Motor Vehicles or a Department of Motor Vehicles. We got a Bureau of Motor Vehicles. We're doing the same thing all the nations around us is doing, but we're going to do it according to the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for all people. That's the only difference. Everything they're doing is what we taught them. We forgot the law. We forgot how things go. God woke me up. The prophet pulled me out of coma and taught me the law. And the Europeans will enforce our laws. I done already seen it. Brother, they locked me up in Chicago. I was locked up for a little small period of time, but I needed to be to make them recognize this government and do their homework. Not only that, while I was in there, God gave me some other instructions and some more information that we needed. When I came out of there, I came out of there with the information. But it also showed that they respect our laws. I've been locked up many a times in the jail. When I did a Freedom of Information Act, give me copies of the paperwork. On the paperwork they sent me, it got my height, it got my eye color, my hair color, and guess what? Instead of it saying race black, it's a complexion light brown. That let me know they reading our laws. But not only did that let me know they reading our laws, the attorneys came to me, and this was their exact words. They say, we read some of y'all legislation. She said, we read some of y'all legislation. I got a letter here addressed to the United States of American Republic, national government, but guess where? In the province of Illinois. She didn't send the letter to the state of Illinois. She sent that letter to the province of Illinois, and I got it as an exhibit because I'm finna file a writ of prohibition, injunction, and restraining order nationwide. A nationwide writ of prohibition, injunction, and restraining order against all law enforcement in this country. I came to you one time before, again, because I recognize you. I see you. I know you're reading, studying the law. But you got to also remember this, my brother. As well as I can see that you study the law and I see you, you have to begin to see your brother, that he studied the law too. And that our God bless each of us with different degrees of knowledge and understanding. My knowledge and understanding that he gave me is to save the nation. Not to force temples on people, not to force them to even go to the temple. If you don't go to the temple, guess what? You're going to have to deal with the repercussions of your actions for not going. You need to go to the temple because the temple is the university that our prophet set up so you can be taught the right way. If you continue to go to the European schools, guess what? You're going to continue to practice European traditions and cultures, and your children are going to continue to grow up in their traditions and cultures. All the temples should be open right now. All the temples should be open right now as schools for our children to go to. This is the changing of everything. But guess what? We say we Moorish Americans and we got temples, and guess what? But it's Moorish Americans who got children still going to the European schools that's not going, guess what? To the temple. Why not? Because the temple only opening on Friday and Sunday for Sunday school and for service. They not opening the rest of the week saying bring your children to the temple so we can teach them civics, so we can teach them how to be good citizens. So that when they come out of Sunday school, they can come back out into the world and take their place in the affairs of men by joining their government and being a government official in their government and a member of the Moorish Temple of America. Now, my son, 23, he just woke up. And I've been talking to him about this for long. 3 weeks ago, the man told me this. I said, why you don't come see your daddy? He said, because when I come over there, all you talk about is government. I don't want to talk about that. Can we just watch a movie? This is what the man say. He said, can we just watch a movie or something? I said, okay, come over here. We just going to watch a movie. The man came over here, and sure enough, as shit stank, I get to talk about government. But the 2 days he here, I done opened his mind up, and he done woke up. The man been dating his girlfriend for 5 years. He quit her. He told her, I cannot. This is my son words at 23. He said, I cannot deal with a slave. He said, I'm not the same man I was 3 weeks ago. You dealing with a new man now. He say, if you're not with our government and a part of our government, then you're helping perpetuate their government. These his words, the words of a 23-year-old. He said, then you helping perpetuate their government. I got a text message on my phone, and I get your number. I'll forward you the text message so you'll see that I'm not lying about nothing I say. The man text me, he say, Dad, this is what we need to do. Listen to what he say. Watch this. He say, we need to do a national tour. He said, we need to go to all the temples and promote the temple and the government. This man say, we need to promote the temple and the government. He get it. If he get it, you trying to tell me the sheiks in the temple don't get it? How the hell they don't get it and they've been in the temple forever? How they don't get this shit? It's a divine and national movement. National deal with state, divine deal with the temple. This is simple. It's too easy, man. And I'm with my son now. He told me the other day, he said, Daddy, we're going to have to get more militant with this. He said, Daddy, look, hey, man, look, the man's girlfriend, mama and daddy called me. They like, what's wrong with your son? He's so militant now. I had to go over there. Me and the Secretary of State of our government, we went to their house. We sat down with them for about 6 hours, and we talked to them. They understand now. Like I told him, y'all got to understand, he see it. He know that we building this government and it's for him. He get it. He know that we're building a government to pass on to the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. He understands that guess what? By having a state government, instead of our people going to them for business licenses, going to them for driver's licenses, all that ain't doing nothing but perpetuating their government. He know that. Why people in the temple don't understand. You keep saying you're a government. You keep saying you're a state, but you're walking around with another state identification in your pocket. How are you a state, but you got the state of Illinois driver's license or ID in your pocket? How are you a state, but you register to vote in their election? How are you a state and you're paying taxes to them? You're supposed to be paying taxes to your free national government to help y'all as a people get up on y'all feet. Not depend on the Europeans anymore. It's time to separate, like the prophet said. And I tell Moors all the time, if you got that driver's license in your pocket, you're in violation of the prophet's law. You are amalgamating with the pale-skinned nations of Europe, because all of the states here are colonist states. They're created, they're colonies and colony states. If you're part of that, if you're carrying their driver's license, if you're voting in their election, you're participating with the foreigners and you're amalgamating with the pale-skinned nations of Europe. If you're over here in this government, guess what? We're not amalgamating with the pale-skinned nations of Europe. It's all about us over here, baby. From the driver's license to the license plate to the birth certificates, etc. We done had 5 newborn children born in this government. They birth certificates say North America on it. They not under no state government here. Their birth certificates is issued by their government, and it attaches them to the land and to the continent called North America. It is theirs. And again, like I say, man, if you watch any of my videos from 2015, 2016, at the end of those videos, you're going to see, guess what Cannon Bay was doing? He was promoting the temple, and he was promoting the government. Every video ended saying, go to the United States of American Republic and proclaim your nationality, and go to the temple, go to the Moorish Temple of America for your divine rights. Every video ended saying that. I stopped doing that. Why? Because the sheep in the temples who's going against what the prophet told them by teaching the members of the temple, and I done heard this from too many members of the temple. The sheep in the temple telling them that this government is not what Noble Jew Ali bought, that it is not in alignment with what he bought. I say, that's what they telling you? I say, let me explain something to you like this. Those sheep their mouths is going to be the swords on their own necks. If they don't see and understand that for the last 100 years, everybody that talk for our people been preachers and fucking pastors. You don't have government officials. You don't have government officials. You keep sending preachers and pastors. Now the sheiks want to send sheiks who are divine ministers. They want to act like they want to take the lead on running state business. No, that's not how that goes. Guess what? The prophet said, be careful, your own brothers will put you back in slavery. Guess who had us in slavery? The churches. The Christian churches. Oh, Jesus gonna come. Jesus gonna come. Guess what? Pastor got a $13 million jet, but we ain't got our own fucking supermarket. Fuck that shit. No, we gonna get some government officials to deal with other government officials. It's gonna be a chief talking to a motherfucking chief. It's gonna be a president talking to a president. It's gonna be a governor talking to a governor. A senator over here talking to a senator over there. I bet you start seeing change then. I bet you start seeing our people rise to the top then. Because our God is crystal clear in his Bible. He say, when you inhabit the land that I give to you, you are all the surrounding nations around you, all the surrounding nations around me got a government. And you will not let no foreigner sin in judgment over you again. In order for no foreigner to sin in judgment over us again, that means we need our own courts. That means we need our own laws. That means we need our own law enforcement. That means we need a government. Plain and simple as that. It don't take nothing from the temple. By us having our own state government, we're able to legislate laws to better protect our temple. We can better protect our temple because we actually got a legislative body that can pass laws for the better protection of the temple, in which we did. We got the United States of America Republic Religious Restoration Act. So guess what? Should no Moors be using no other nation Religious Restoration Act when they arguing in a battle about religion with these people? Should no Moors be quoting the First Amendment from the United States Constitution? They should be quoting the First Amendment of the United States of America Republic Constitution. This thing too simple, man. It's too easy. It's too easy. And you being a scientist more and being in more science as long as you have, I'm telling you this as your brother. Research your brother. The prophet say, learn thyself. Guess what? I learned myself. I know who I am. I know what my purpose is. I'm a thought of Allah manifest in flesh. I'm an angel. And guess what? Me being an angel of God, I'm here to reestablish the kingdom of God on the earth. And I'm doing just that. And guess what else? And me being that representation of the one most high, I'm going to stand as tall and as proud as I can. But the number one thing I'm going to do at all costs is enforce the law. The law will remove all and any arguments. I don't have to argue with nobody about shit because the law is wrote down for any of us to read it. The prophets say you not only got to be a Moorish American in principle, but standards. The standards is international law. And international law says that nationality is a legal relationship between the individual seeking it and the state granting it. It is a legally binding agreement between the citizen and the state. That's why nationality can only be conferred by a state. The state takes on certain obligations and duties to protect the citizen, and the citizen takes on certain obligations and duties to be a good citizen, to vote in the elections, to take a seat in government and be active, to uplift fallen humanity. I am a public servant. Guess what? I never known my grandmother to ever be able to call a pastor at 3, 4 in the morning. But I'm a president of a nation. And I tell people you can call me 24 hours a day. And when they call, they get me on the phone. Do you hear me? I don't care what time it is. I answer this motherfucker. I work for them. I serve them. I serve the Moorish American people to bring them from the bottom and put them on the top. And anybody that's against me putting them on the top is a fool. And the wrath of Allah will deal with them. This is something that I know for a fact. The prophet already said, those that do not recognize the free constitution of their free national government will be classified as undesirable. The Moorish Temple of America is a theocratic government with the power of a municipal government. We can set up a city in Chicago, name that city New Mecca, have a mayor and a police force and everything just like any other city with the Moorish Temple of America. But it gets to be bigger than that. That's the Moorish Temple of America. What about the Moorish American people? The Moorish American people are national citizens with a national standard being their flag. They are able to go to the United Nations, have their voices heard by the rest of the international world and community. The Moorish Temple of America go there. It's not called the United Temples or the United Churches. It's called the United Nations. They will get turned around and sent right back down here because you're up there talking to nations with your temple. Send your government up here. Send your free national government up here. We will talk to them, nation to nation. Islam, I yield the floor. Hey, Mobile, send me your email. I'm going to send you that, and I'm going to send you some other stuff to read. But I'm going to tell you this more. Article 4 of the United States Constitution talk about the Full Faith and Credit Act. And if you understand the Full Faith and Credit Act, when you go, I'm telling you to go to the Secretary of State of Indiana, download the entire charter of this government, and take your time and read the charter more. There's no way nobody could be a Moorish American and be against what that charter is talking about and what it is saying. There's no way. See, what I know when I meet Moors that talk against the government, I know they ain't been reading. They ain't really read and studied this government. They ain't really took time out to really read what that charter is saying. They haven't. Now, I'm a lawman, and being a lawman, I know no corporation can act outside of the powers of its charter. The charter of the Moorish Science Temple of America is clear. We are to consecrate and set up missionaries. Guess what? My temple could go across any territorial boundaries or lines into any country. When they go there preaching and propagating, like the charter says, they ought to teach and propagate the faith of Ali. If they go to Russia right now to do that, the Russian government will let them in their borders to do just that. If they go there talking about their state government, they're not getting in. Moors are limiting the power of the temple by claiming that it is a state government. They're putting limitations on the temple because there is no government and no country on this earth that's going to let another government come in and propagate to their citizens about their government. They're not going to do it. But you over here trying to get our citizens to join y'all? No, they're not going to do it. But you could come in our country with your temple and teach the divine lessons that your prophet left y'all for, because the lessons that he brought was for the whole earth, not just specifically for the Moorish Americans. It's for the Moorish American people, but the lessons is for the entire world. He's a universal prophet. So, through the divine and national movement, the sheiks of the temple are going out as missionaries to countries abroad and teaching that Noble Drew Ali is the last prophet of these days and times. And through him, the reestablishment of the United States of American Republic national government, which is the kingdom of God, is God's government descending upon the earth, being ran by God's people. Who is God's people? Oh, we are. We the Moorish Americans. Who are the Moorish Americans? We the descendants of the ancient Moabites that's in the Bible. We are the tribe of Judah. Real simple as that. We're not the Israelites. We the tribe of Judah. And we have a covenant with our Creator as well to fulfill that covenant that we're supposed to fulfill. And the covenant that we uphold and fulfill is that we run the government of God. The Israelites do not run it. We run it. And in a minute, you will see the Israelites bowing down to Moors all across this country, getting in alignment with the law. Because if they told that Bible, I'm going to make them bend their knees to you, because you are the tribe of Judah and you are the head of the kingdom of God and the head of God's government. And that Bible is saying that the scepter will never depart from the feet of the tribe of Judah. They must bow down. All 12 tribes got to bow before this government. They got to bow. And when you go in Revelation, it's telling you that they had a holy book that nobody could open. Many people came and tried to open the book and could not open it. Only one from the tribe of Judah could come and open the book. And in Revelations, it speaks on an angel descending upon the earth with a little book with 7 stars. That's the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America. And the individual from the tribe of Judah who was able to open the seal and crack the seal open and read it was Noble Drew Ali. This thing is too simple for me to understand. This is prophesied. Before the Last Supper, Jesus told the apostles, go to the city. You will see a man standing in the doorway bearing a pitcher of water. Follow him into the house in which he entered. I am an Aquarius. I am the man bearing a pitcher of water. The water is a representation of truth. I am pouring out truth. And you are to follow me into the house in which I am entering. If anybody saying that they are adept or they are a scientist and that they study more science, then that's some science for them to study. Study my sign and you will know exactly what I'm here to do. You will know I'm in alignment not only with my prophet, but the universe and our creator. I am reestablishing the government that Noble Drew Ali came and gave to us, that he enshrouded in the religion to protect from the Europeans molesting that government before we woke up and understood what he bought us. Islam, I give the floor.
Islam. So I'm gonna do the research on your document and research you.
Islam. I need you more. I need you more. Because I need an attorney general. And listen to what I'm finna tell you. Attorney generals don't have to be part of the bar association. I got an uncle that used to be the attorney general for Arkansas, for the state of Arkansas under Bill Clinton. He told me personally, he said, you know, attorney generals don't have to be part of the bar association. You don't have to be part of the bar to be an attorney general. The attorney general's got all the power. See, it's certain things that you know more that, guess what? If you sit down with me and let me teach you the other side, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. Because guess what? You're going to have the true power of your God. You're going to understand the law and apply it the correct way. And when you start doing that, it ain't going to be no issues. It's not going to be no issue. You're going to see the Europeans bowing like crazy, getting out your way. They understand. But even more so than that, you're going to be able to protect the whole nation. All those Moors that don't get it, we the shepherds. The shepherd protects the flock. Even though they don't understand and totally, they don't quite get every aspect of government, they don't quite understand civics totally, guess what? That's why he's waking us up to do it. We got to have government in place so as our people waking up, we can keep chaos out of the nation. We got to maintain law and order. I got a telephone conversation. I put it on Facebook. It's over a year old. I never posted it. I felt that the time now I need to post that conversation. It's me talking to the FBI. And if you listen to it, you'll hear the FBI. He say, so what makes you a Moorish American? I say, because I'm a Moroccan descent, born in America. He say, correct. He say, so let me ask you this. He say, so you know how a German citizen can come in and they break the law? Are you saying we can't arrest your people? I say, no, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this. If you see a Moorish American robbing a gas station, by all means, arrest him. But when you take them where you taking them, you need to call us. He say, oh, then we turn them over to y'all? I say, yeah. Guess what the next thing he said? Do y'all got a criminal code? I say, yes, we do. He say, can we see it? I say, yeah, it's on the website. It's been published for the last 5 years. We got plenty of laws. But see, this one I'm saying, more, if Moors listen to it without being biased and just sit up and listen to the conversation, you are here, you know they teach them not to empower us, to be careful not to say certain things to us to give us power to know that what we're doing is right. So when the conversation starts, he's saying your group, your group. Before the conversation is over, he's saying, so who can be a citizen in y'all government? How's y'all government structured? So y'all government pretty much structured how the United States government is? Yeah, we got an executive, legislative, and judicial branch. He say, so who could be a citizen in y'all government? I say anybody could be a citizen in our government. But can't know anybody sit in our executive, legislative, or judicial branch. See, anybody could be a citizen under our government. If you take an oath to uphold our state constitution, if you take an oath to uphold our laws, you could be a citizen. You can so join on with us in our land, up under our God, up under our laws. You can live amongst us. If you don't take an oath to us and pledge your allegiance to us, no, you got to go. We have a new covenant with our Creator. And that covenant that we form with our God is called the Constitution for the United States of America Republic, national government. It is our Constitution as a nation of people with our Creator. And according to Article 1, Section 10 of the United States Constitution, no state can impair the obligation of contracts. They can't impair the obligation of a contract that me and you enter into, and they damn sure can't impair the obligation of the contract that we enter into with our God. They can't do it. So even though church and state are separate, and I teach that church and state are separate, they're still one and the same. Because we, the individuals ourselves, are the true temple and church of God. And in us being the true people of God, and each one of us being divine ministers on the side of the Moorish Science Temple of America, being divine ministers, when we come from out of Sunday school and we take our seat in the government, now you have a government that's being ran by divine ministers and not the other way around. Not a temple with divine ministers trying to act like government officials. That's not how that works. You got a government that got divine ministers out of the temple that sits in that government, and they're also government officials in their state government, which means they operate their state government according to the laws of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and godly principles are embedded all through the fabric of their government. And individual people are able to see this clear as day. The Europeans see what I'm doing clear as day. They don't give me no problems. They honor what we do. A brother, they was finna give him 5 years in prison out here in Indiana. We put that Constitution in there. We filed paperwork letting them know he was a citizen under this government. And the judge's exact words to him was this. She said, I don't want to disrespect you in any kind of way. So I'm trying to be real careful with what I say to you right now. She said, I don't know how long you've been part of the religion you are part of, but your religion saved you today. That's what she told him. Another judge in Illinois said this. He read it. He said, I could read this all night. He told him more. He said more. He said, you want to enter this in the record as evidence? So the brother was like, yeah, I want to enter the charter in the record as evidence. The judge said, okay. He said, hold on. He said, you got a copy of it? He said, no. The judge said, hold on. I'm going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to continue this in 10 minutes. We're going to take a 10-minute break. I'm going to make you copies of this. Bring it back to you. I'm going to bring you 2 blank sheets of paper. I want you to write exhibit on the front, exhibit A, and I want you to you're going to give 1 copy to them, and you're going to take a copy, and I'm going to give you another copy to enter into the record as evidence. That's showing respect for this government, man. And these people is reading it, these judges is reading it, and they honoring it. They honoring it. The people that ain't honoring their own government is the Moors. And it's sad. It hurt my heart, man. I be crying sometime at night. I cry about, man, what is wrong with them? They gonna let the Nation of Islam beat them in their own government that they supposed to be running. How, when we come out of the house of Ali, we the ones he left these instructions to. How we not following his instructions to the letter when a man say, I left my footsteps clear, only a fool can err. I'm not going to err. I'm going to follow my proper footsteps to the letter. A brother in Ohio, they went in his house he got caught with 2 ounces of cocaine and an M16 he had in his house. We sent our paperwork in there for him. They threw his case out. That man at home right now, he is facing 30 years. Another brother in Tennessee, same thing. He was facing 30 years. They threw his case out. Another brother in Virginia, same thing. And what's doing that? Because the judges in every state are bound to uphold the Constitution of this government as well as the laws of this government. They're bound now. Before, they wasn't bound to uphold nothing. You had no rights that they had to respect. Now you got laws, you got a constitution that they're bound to uphold, and now you will get your respect.
Quick one, brother Love, I'm gonna send you his number, and then you can send me the email and stuff like that. It's my deal.
All right, then. Should I get on the number? I don't have it on there. It's in my email, so we can do it like that.
Islam. Hey, Moore. Islam. Hey, Moore. And I want to say this, son. Hey, Moore. And it ain't no coincidence that I came in through Marcel, and that's why I met you at Marcel's Temple. That was before I learned any of what I'm talking about right now. You was there. I heard you talk. You somebody I really admire. I look up to you. When I was just coming in, you was already part of the temple. I heard you speak in the temple. I heard you. You inspired me. All I'm saying is, look, I give respect where respect is due, and I honor those who honor is due.
Islam.
All I ask people to do is do the same with me. I'm your brother. I'm not your enemy. We in the same fight. Our battle is to uplift our people. That's the only battle we got. And according to my prophet, they ain't gonna do nothing but at a point of a sword. That's why I'm getting these marshals together right now. Getting a law enforcement agency together right now. We don't need to open no more temples. We got plenty of them. We need to open government agencies, police stations, courthouses, prisons. If we open our own prisons right now, every Moorish American that's locked up in their jail, we can start extraditing them over to our prison right now. Right now.
We need more. We got more beyond the wall that we have pulled out now anyway.
Yeah, but guess what? The only way it happened is with our government, because government is administration, not a min. Now, the temple has a government, but the temple is religion. The government is political. It's not religious at all. It's straight political. Straight political. We got to push the political agenda of our people now. And the political agenda is saying ain't no foreigner going to rule over us no more. Ain't no foreign judges going to sit in judgment over us no more. This the law of our God. The prophet told me I'm going to take that Bible and he said, don't throw away your Bibles. I'm going to condemn the government. I take that Bible and tear their ass up with it. I take that Bible and tear them up with it. My God say right here, not to let no foreigner sit in judgment over me again. Here go my covenant with my Creator. Here go my Constitution.
We concur on that.
Islam.
Islam.
All right, tell your mother I say hi, man, and tell her I love her.
All right, man.
All right, peace and love.